So we did character artifacts, and the name of the story is Dance Dance Revelations, and so I'm going to read out the story that fits with the character and the objects that we posted online, and this is told in the form of a child's story. So, there once was a boy who loved to dance. The problem was that his parents didn't. They did not only dislike what he chose to love, but who he chose to love. Thus, the boy's true self became a secret so that his parents could remain happy, believing that they loved a son that got butterflies from other girls instead of fellows. The only way the boy could pursue his dream was to steal his identity, and so he did. He snuck into his parents' room and stole some money from the shoebox his parents hid in the closet. He bought some pumps. Every night thereafter, he would lock the door and dance in his room, finally completely free of inhibitions. Throw back his head, kick out his heels, and forget to lock the door one night. His dad had never looked as horrified in his life. Dad screamed down the stairs for Mom. Mom started crying, and the boy knew it was all over. They had left their son and come back to find a strange monster in his place. That night, his dad told him it would be less of a sin for him to have a son who slept with a different woman every single night of his life than to sleep with another man once. Pray away the gay, that's what the church did best, or worse, thought the boy. In the cold room that the boy had been dragged to, he faced the priest as he prepared to be told how good boys wore basketball shorts and sinners wore scarves with their cardigans. The priest preached and preached, and the boy wilted and wilted. Every week he went back, and every week he lost himself as the priest foretold his inevitable doom. Then the boy realized. He realized that if he never loved himself, he couldn't find other people that loved him, the real him. He told the priest what's up and gave him true sass. He waltzed out the door and never looked back. He no longer had a home after his dad couldn't look at him anymore. However, many years later, his mom would call him up and tell him how she had secretly heard his heels tapping on the ceiling every night and how she had secretly decided to choose to love not only what he chose to do up there on the stage, but who he chose to love. He had lost the fake love of his dad, but at least he had gained the true love of his mom. So, that's the story, and now we're going to justify it with our cards.
Okay. Green card, character artifacts. Obvious, we have a picture of heels that represent his true love of dancing. We have
the keys.
The keys, how he locks away his true identity until it's discovered. And we have money that he steals because he is desperate
to live the life he wants.
Sweet. Orange card, Mercedes. There you go. Something completely different.
This is different, having homosexuality mixed with religion.
A scam. He tries to scam his parents by stealing money and spending it on what he truly loves.
Perception. It's all the way you perceive the main character, whether you think he's good or bad.
An interview between the son and his parents, the final confrontation.
And also the priest.
An explorer. He decides to explore his sexual identity.
Lost in a strange land. The boy is lost in a place where people don't accept him, and so he never actually feels at home.
A discovery. At the end, he finally realizes who he truly is and accepts that.
He feels smooth. His dancing is smooth.
Rise and fall. When he was dancing, he felt amazing until his parents discovered what happened and dragged him to the priest.
No place like home. Even though he leaves home, he always regrets it, but he realizes that's what he truly wants to find.
A healer. They try to take him to the priest, who would be a fake healer, but at the end of the story, his mom gives him her true love, and she becomes the true healer in this story.
Service. The priest tries to provide a service for the boy.
God for a day. When he dances, and at the end of the story, he feels so amazing, he could be like God for a day.
A ritual. It's a ritual for him to go up and dance in his room every night.
The collapse of civilization. His parents and the priest feel like homosexuality is the brink of the collapse of civilization.
Disgusting concept. His parents find his views or the way he is disgusting.
Before he figures out his true self, he is lost.
Apocalypse. When the priest finds out, he feels as if his way of life is ending. It's an apocalypse.
And the son feels like his life is ending because all this is crashing down.
Yeah. A journey. The boy goes on a journey to find himself. Greed. It's greedy of his parents to want him to be the way they want him to be instead of letting the boy be the way he wants to be.
The mad prophet is the priest they drag him to. They tries to fix him.
and a brotherhood. They wish that the boy could have a brotherhood with other boys that wear the basketball shorts, but instead he doesn't have that same type of thing. And that's it.